Hello, my name is Joel, and this is who I am. To the world, I'm just a shadow. Luckily, my world is small compared to the others. And even in my small world, things are simple and convenient. But to those who aren't from my world, they look for all the bad in it.
So look, people, I don't think that the community is a bad place. I just think that some people just make bad decisions. But at the same token, it's up to us to make a change. So that's why we need to let our voices be heard so people can understand where we're coming from. Yep.
I am Nalia Gray. No one is defined by where they live at or what people they hang around or live with, but yes, I am often known from where I'm currently living, but in some ways I'm not able to express my creativity in a polluted, trashy environment.
Messages in Motion is an open framework dedicated to networking people and communities through documentary practice. Messages in Motion presents a model of communication that promotes the benefits of technology while affirming the importance of public space and personal interactions. Through video production workshops, innovative teaching models, and multiple distribution platforms, Messages in Motion activates social relationships and promotes self-expression as a step towards civic engagement.
I liked it. I like because there's a lot of people I could relate to that I didn't know I could relate to. Personal issues that I have that I've seen a lot of people have, and it's like if you want to express yourself, if you want people to understand you, that's a good way to make people feel like they're you. Because like what Luna did when she was walking, it's like you have like a view of what they look at, certain things that they pop out to them. You see what details and what things people pay attention to, and like the different sides of people. So I like it. It's cool.
Like when we first started, we didn't know we was gonna go out and record and how this was gonna turn out to be. We actually learned stuff about everybody. Like all of our videos had something different that popped, whether it was funny or if it was serious or if it was just about your life or something you did in the past. It really explained to like everybody, well, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is what I don't like.
What's it say?
Be yourself, not what people want. There.
Scary and all, so I like this one better, and I got married. Thank you. My name is Shaylin.
Pistol paint at the carnival. No, sorry. I don't like the pistol paint.
Okay, you're up.
Hi, my name is Kendall, and this is the best night I ever had. It's kind of like the shore, but the shore is a lot more crowded. But this is the best night of my life. My name is Kendall, and thank you.
Hello. Impromptu video with my new friends, and it's going to be received by you on February 5th. It's another season, and it should be a good day. You should be relaxed. I know this person who you're looking at will be relaxed then.
Hi Caleb, it's your sister Toby, and I'm recording a message to future you from a van in the night market in Philly that Melinda and Kate organized.
The skin I'm in, a lot of people call me dark. A lot of people say that I'm not beautiful. A lot of people, mess with me because I look different. I don't look like everybody else, but I love me. I love my eyes. I love my smile. I love the size that I am. I love everything about me, and no matter what anybody says, I'll love being me. And no matter what anybody says, I can't change who I am, so I might as well deal with what I have.
Everything that goes down the drain ends up in our waterways, our source of drinking water.
Single parent, mother of 3 girls that I love. I work 40 hours a week, take care of my girls. I'm in school for early childhood education, and I just want to keep furthering my education, be a role model for my daughters. And I just want a better life, better things in life. I want to try to get a house, a nice car. It can be hard at times to, to work, take care of my daughters, and go to school, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Sometimes I feel like I just want to quit sometimes, but I just keep working at it, because in the long run, it'll be worth it, and I'll be happy. I'm from Germantown. I'm 32, and that's it.
I come from a family that enjoys listening to albums. Like me and my sister would reenact and do talent shows of Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye.
Ain't no river wide enough, baby. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far. Don't worry, baby. Call my name. I'll just come in a hurry. You don't have to worry. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Remember the day I set you free.
We drink Kool-Aid to quench our thirst, play jacks and hopscotch. Good old-fashioned fun. Then we wrap things up, reading scriptures from the Bible for spiritual growth and prepare for going to church on Sunday. Yes, those were the days. I'm a woman enjoying humanity. I like to share this quality and envision it spreading like wildfire, passing it on.
We're best friends. People think we shouldn't be best friends because of our race.
Every day, people ask us, why are we together?
It doesn't matter what color you are.
It doesn't matter if you're black, white, or any color. You can still hang out and be friends.
Action! The rain fell down, the flowers grew, the morning light, I see the dew. I open my eyes, up on the ground, all around, beautiful flowers, beautiful flowers, beautiful flowers, yeah. Beautiful flowers, yeah. Beautiful flowers, yeah.
It's okay, it's all right.
Beautiful flowers, yeah. I'm done. My name is Sanaya. I like to sing and do my best at reading, and I also like to swim. Ready? Somebody said every day was gonna be sunny skies, only long days and laundries. I guess somebody lied. We started discussing if I didn't, don't touch me, please. Let's stop the madness and come with me. Truth be told, I'm with my flag
before it goes bad. Yeah, 'cause we made it this far for better or worse. I wanna feel it even if it hurts. If I gotta cry to get to the other side, let's go, cause we're gonna survive. We stay on the fly. Heaven is here. After the pump drops, we go so high, we lose control. The fire starts, then we explode. When the smoke clears, we drop the tears. Only in love and war. Sometimes you're my general, and quarterback playing. Sometimes you're my enemy, and I'm going grenade. This we chilling and laughing and laying on your chest. Everything is all bad, but here we go. That's on the road. That's just the way that we go. Till we made it this far, for better or worse. I wanna feel it even if it hurts. I gotta cry to get to the other side. Let's go, cause we gonna survive. We stay on the fly. Yeah, but we're still here. After the pump drops, we go so high, we lose control. The fire starts, then we explode. Yeah, when the sun clears, we drop the tears. Only in love and war. Only in love and war. Only in love and war.
My name is Elijah. I like to go to the art museum on American Street to see lots of cool pictures. Also, I like to go to the pool in the park with my friends.
My name is Moesha. I'm 7 years old. I live across the street, 1603, top floor, and that's it. The circus is around the corner. I'm gonna take some classes at the circus. I'm most excited about the tricks at the circus. Tricks, flips, and people.
Nice, right? You can clap, yeah! Well, my name's Mary Kelly Rail, and my company is Fly School Circus Arts, and I run flying trapeze lessons, and I'm doing it right here in Philadelphia. Normally, I'm from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and that's about an hour and 15 minutes north of here, my town of Upper Black Eddy. And I've operated out of there for the last couple of years, 4 or 5 years, but I'm really excited to be bringing flying trapeze to Philadelphia for the first time.
How should I describe you? Sweeter than a diver. What would your thoughts go? Scooping and scuba diver. I can make you dizzy like a race car driver. I want to take you to a party. Hold your hand to show off to everybody. You can be G's in the hood. Cause you're so fine, you make me look good. Oh, the passion in my heart. I'm gonna let you know tonight. It will be alright, I bet. And that's the one in the mirror. Baby, you know come around.
Hey Sunshine, talking to you from elsewhere, and this woman Laura has this project going on where she has a van and she drives around and people can record messages to whoever they want, themselves or somebody else, and then she sends that message to them. And I just thought it was a perfect opportunity to say thanks to you for all the stuff you've done for the circus and for being my friend this last year, and to say good luck to you for this next year and the new adventure you're setting out on. Spent a lot of time thinking about you the last couple weeks, missing you mostly. I think spending time doing the circus stuff without you has made it really clear to me how much you brought and how much of an asset you were and how much of a great friend you were. And every time I go dancing, I think about you. When I tell Johanna how you were in a brainstorm and how you'd bring up certain elements that I'd forget to talk about, or that you would lead things in this really great direction. I don't know, I think you probably know how much I appreciate your presence and how welcome you'd be anytime you want to come back at any point. But all of that is, kind of beside the point. I think I just want to say thanks to you for being such a great friend and for teaching me so much about life. I think about how you interact with people and how you want to be in the world, and it inspires me. So I just want to say thanks, brother, and safe travels to you.
I grew up in Mumbai and never had any kind of exposure to farming or, I would go out with my family some summers and to some rural areas, but we'd usually go to see lions in the forest, but I remember one night that we spent in a little village where they were making jaggery, and they had their own farm sugarcane field, and it was the most brilliant experience I've ever had, and that sort of stuck with me. But yeah, I can't say that I've always known that I wanted to do this or anything like that. I just came upon it, and I'm hooked on it.
Feels right. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. I just feel lucky that, because I live quite close by, to have this.
Yeah.
Be so accessible.
Yeah. Wow.
I think, it's, different levels. I think on the most superficial level, just to know where your food comes from and the nutrition value of what you're eating and what really goes into growing the food that you eat. And maybe I think that'll have people respect farmers way more than we currently do.
Right.
And also going into the schools and providing healthy meals and things like that. Just being, I think, an educational space for kids to come and know about this lovely work that they could be involved in, and because this could be so important in their development on so many different levels, especially in a city where there's not many green spaces. And
Yeah, it's also very nostalgic view of getting the in his latest film, he's a part of like really kind of new and fun business.
And I've actually myself, I'm an adult, but I've just recently grown an appreciation for fresh grown vegetables.
What was the first thing you grew yourself?
Oh gosh, I grew some cucumbers, but that was several years back, and I spent some time in Africa. And so I had my own little garden, and I grew some pretty large cucumbers. I was very proud of them. But even then, it didn't click as much as it does here with this.
Yeah.
I understand that people grow vegetables, and that's great, but it tastes better somehow if you had a part in growing it.
Yeah.
I had just stumbled upon it last year and came and put in some hours working. I found that it was mentally and physically healthy, and I just like the whole community outreach aspect of it.
Yeah.
I feel like they're doing a lot of good work, and so I just keep coming back.
Yeah. Cool.
I enjoy it. I always tell Joe and Jade I'm looking for a way to make a living. Like integrate it more into the work that I do, if I can, or make it become the work that I do, something like that.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Gigi, and I'm from the Caribbean. Where do I feel safe? I feel like safety has less to do with the place, but more of a confluence of different context and situations. When I think about safety, I think first and foremost, I suppose, about people and about the activities that we are involved or not involved in. I feel less safe when I'm not doing anything. I know that's kind of vague, but when I'm engaged in a shared activity where there's an authentic exchange, I feel like there is a mutuality, and I feel like that provides this context of safetiness, of feeling connected and accountable, to feel like I have the potential to respect another person, that they have to respect me. And I don't know, I think that doesn't happen as often as I would like, unfortunately. I think that we try very hard to construct situations in which we do feel safe, but it ends up actually doing the opposite because they are so constructed. And I think safe situations come out of more organic explosions of experiments, of failing and trying again, of failing and trying again. And I think safety has a lot to do with unexpectedness, of spontaneity, of chance. Thinking a lot of John Cage, and I like to go mushroom hunting, and I feel safe doing that because I know there is mystery involved. I know that there is the chance that nothing would happen, but maybe everything would happen. Yeah, safety is hard, I don't know. I also think a lot about identity, and I've been battling a lot with feeling comfortable and safe around heterosexual males. And I think that has a lot to do with just how I've been treated by what I'm stereotyping as that larger group of people. And it's hard for me to give them a chance at times, and it's hard for me to see pathways and conduits in which to authentically connect with somebody that is a male and heterosexual. Lots of layers there. But I tend to flock towards more of a feminine, not necessarily gender, but a feminine energy. And that tends to ensure a larger sense of safetiness than the latter. Historically, I wish I had felt more safe at home. I think that was something that I had to build myself and I had to confront in order to form safety. School was a place where I never felt safe. Oh my god, high school was horrible. I went to an all-boys Catholic high school. I remember during lunch, the first couple of years I was in this school, I would go to the bathroom and I would hide in the stalls and I would eat my lunch in the stalls because I was just scared. I was scared of having to confront people, of having to figure out where I was going to sit, of having to deal with everybody calling me queer. That word was like a derogatory, just all-purpose word that was used for anything that was like, you know, somebody made a mistake, you're a queer, you're a gay, like, because there's a stigma of like you're being at an all-boys school. It's like, oh, you know, this like kind of compensating mechanism. But so safety is about self-trust, and mutuality, and accountability. And I think that we can forge those things, but I think that we need to take risks in order to make it happen. And I am willing if you're willing. GG shining off.
Let me show you what jail is before you got to go find out for yourself. Let me show you this rest in peace wall before you got to handle that business there with your God, however you look at it. Let me show you what it's about. Let me give you the information from inside the prison. I got prison documents.
Have you been to prison?
Yeah, I did almost 14 years in prison.
14 years?
Yeah. So when I came home this last time, I just bought all the crazy rules and documents with me. So I can show you a realistic perspective of what prison is before you got to go find out the hard way. That's one hand. But if I'm going to check my young people, I got to reach another hand out there to City Hall. And I got to choke City Hall a little bit. Just so they can cough up some of that bread that they've been getting from the government and buy some of these books and really deliver the promise that you made when these people, because you came to the hood when you was running for office, but I ain't seen you here yet. Where you at now? Next year, they'll be right down here campaigning, knocking on your door, asking for your vote and all that. But when your son get his eyeball knocked out his head up the street at school, where you at? You don't care no more. You got what you wanted from us and you just left it. Somebody told, now if I'm gonna hold my young people accountable, I'm gonna hold City Hall accountable. You know what I mean? That's what the streets is good for. Because once we get caught up, we don't got no opportunities anyway. We the ones who ain't got nothing to lose, but we do got something to gain. Because a drug dealer don't even want his babies addicted to drugs. A gangster don't want to even see his own kids get shot in the head. So everybody got a stake in this thing now because the babies is grown.
Well, the challenge of finding work, so the best way I know to do that is to walk you through a day of I'm going to go find a job. So I've been online, I've been to the library, I've used the resources, and I've done some resumes, and I have an application or an interview today. First problem I need to come across is where am I going to take a shower to get cleaned up. There are only 2 places in Greensboro that allow showers for all the homeless people. Next problem is going to be clean clothes. I'm going to need to take clean clothes to this interview. Where am I going to get the clean clothes? So I make it to the interview after scrounging some money for a bus fare to get to the job interview. Got my clean clothes, got my shower, got my paperwork, start to fill out my application. First thing they ask me is an address. I have no address, but I can't tell them now. They want to know a phone number. Well, I don't have a phone, but I can't tell them that. So I make it through the interview and give them a friend's phone number to call me, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait. They don't call. So I try another one. Eventually you get depressed. After a while you just quit trying. You can't get out because you don't have the resources to do so. So it's not a case of that people don't want to work. A lot of them want to work, but they've given up. They can't find work. They've accepted their circumstances, and they've just settled. There's still a lot of people out there struggling and meeting these struggles every day. But that's some of the challenges to finding work when you're homeless. I was working 40 hours and got my hours cut just with no notice whatsoever. The day before I moved into a new place that I had leased, and went from 40 hours to 18 hours, and now the job's cut me down to 12 hours, and I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent at the end of the month, but I'm having faith. I'm still struggling, I'm still out there trying, but it's pretty depressing. It's sad.
I just started volunteering, and then more I volunteered, the more they would show me what everything was about, how good it was to come in here and try to help yourself and to better yourself. And that's what happened for me. You know, I bettered myself. I started volunteering, meet new people. I met a lot of good friends through all this, and they said, "No, I got a job." I mean, they have been really good to come here. People just don't see it right away. When they want that instant gratification right away, you're not going to get it. Got to put some time in. The more time you put in, the better things happen for you.
Well, people have told me, why don't you just go back to school? Or go to a place and volunteer, for a while and they hire you. That's how I got on at the urban ministry. I volunteered for like 9 months before they hired me. But by me going back to school, how would I make it while I'm in school? How would I keep clean clothes or, go get a course, what they trying to tell me, go learn a trade. But, you're talking like 2 years. What am I supposed to do about then by paying my bills and stuff, So that's like a out of the question type thing. I need something keep going to then. I can't go in the urban ministry and stay for 2 years.
We want to focus a lot on preparation for college prep, and also for folks getting GEDs that still have to obtain those, and so that's going to be a huge focus for us in the coming months.
How would you do studying and learning
Yeah,
the new trade when you're worried about where you're going to sleep tonight?
I know, it's stuff like that, if they would put me up, yes, I wouldn't mind going back to school if I knew I had a stable place to go take my books to, take a shower, put my laptop down without somebody stealing it and stuff like that. Yes, I'd be glad to go back to school.
It's all right. You can walk through it as long as you just don't stop.
6 to 7 days. That's all you get.
Once a year, isn't it?
Once a year.
Once a year.
If you stay 6 to 7 days, you can come back in 6 months, but you won't get but 30 days in that 6 months. But if you wait a whole another year, you can get another 6 to 7 days. That's time. Appreciate that, but it's not enough time.
And there are, 2 shelters open year-round in Greensboro?
What's 2 shelters there?
Salvation Army.
Oh, yeah,
Ministries.
But you got to pay to stay there too, don't you? Yeah. Don't you got to pay so much to you stay there?
They work with you until you get a job. They waive the first couple of months, and then when you get a job, it's like $7 to $10 to stay there.
People who use drugs or lose a job, they're all around us, and they're not all at the IRC. They're more not at the IRC, I think, than are. And the difference is that folks have a safety net, and I think the IRC is a place for folks where the bottom's fallen out, or there isn't that family, there's less support.
I tried sleeping on there the first night I ever got locked out of the gate up here. I had no place to sleep, and I tried sleeping right over there. When I tried to lay down right on that little brick thing, next thing I knew, that camera right on that little pole right there, it snapped my photo, said that they were going to prosecute me for trespassing, and I had to vacate the premises.
And where did you go?
I went over to the parking deck right by the library. And I was trying to look for a friend of mine, and he wasn't in there, so I went over to the IRC parking lot and just laid my head down.
Food I don't have no problem with, because I know I got a whole back seat full of stuff I can last on for a while, but more or less it's just shelter and a place to lay down. Because in my case, I almost got hit with a felony charge. I managed to pay off my debt, but I stole from the company items that was supposed to be thrown away. And I hated to see things like that be gone to waste. So without my manager's permission, I took things out of the store I knew I shouldn't have. And that's the reason why I got fired. But now I'm having a hard time looking for a job, because once they read what I've done, they're going to be thinking to themselves, why am I going to hire this person again if he's stolen from this company? How do I know he's not going to steal from this company? So that also bears another issue for me too.
I don't feel good or bad about homelessness because I experienced it. And I used to use all excuses and do things against the law. And because I was, I brought myself to homelessness, and I couldn't admit the fact that I was the reason I was the problem.
Yeah, I think there are tons of places that people are referred to, are almost forced to go. Sometimes the courts order people to go through different processes. I think choosing to go to a place and choosing to be a part of like your own effort to, fix your situation, that's what actually makes the difference for people. It's not, court orders only go so far, I think, but if people are giving themselves their orders, then that makes a huge difference in how far people get and how genuine their efforts to move along whatever path they're on are.
I'm a survivor. Everything that's gotten thrown at me, and I'm still standing or kneeling, but I'm still there.
Well, basically, not only being a survivor, what I had learned when I first was into this situation, I hope I learned it this time, that you know how to do things, you learn different strategies, and you wouldn't believe some of the friends that you can meet when you are homeless. You got better friends homeless than you do when you out there, because you will learn how to share things. Like if I got a bag of chips and one of the friends that's sleeping next to me on the bench got like a 2-liter soda, we have a meal that night, because he give me some of his soda, I give him some of his chips and stuff. Learn how to share things, which when I was at home I wouldn't have done that. You
There are
got
some
friends
people
and
you got to
stuff,
be
you
careful
make
who you
friends.
can and cannot trust, because if they got too big of a mental illness, you never know what they're going to be spreading lies to you about. I mean, you might run into a couple of crazy people that try to act all friendly at first, but can just turn around and...
I don't get too close to a person now. I mean, don't
I've
get there
met
where
a
it
lot
spills out. You got to keep your distance from a person, but you can just like learn who to trust and who not to trust.
Who's
about
got your
looking
back.
at them. Like I can sit in that lobby right there, right now, and I can tell who I want to deal with and who I don't want to deal with for the way that they act around other people. You got to just like observe people too. You just can't just like run up to nobody, be my friend. Okay, just start acting crazy on you. You cannot do that right there. You got to just like observe people before you.
There's a lot of really good people. I mean, most of my friends are struggling, and they were homeless when I was homeless, and I was able to sleep at night a little bit better because I knew that they had my back, and I watched out for them. And you look out for each other more so than you would, I guess, out in the other world.
Yeah, you being homeless, I mean, you need, well, not just so much as being homeless, but you just need to get around somebody with a positive attitude instead of negativity talk all the time, help boost you up, and you got to know how to boost your own self up. Say, I'm going to get through this, regardless how it look, it's a clearance somewhere, and I'm going to keep going for that light, and I'm going to get to that light. And it's going to happen. I'm not going to be in this situation too much longer. You had to boost your own self up. Just know that who's in charge. God's in charge of it all. And you have people that talk about these churches. But see, a lot of people abuse the system, which causes them not to cut it off. Because one time at Urban Ministry, they was giving out these nice bedspreads, and just as I got mine, the lady said, well, you gotta cut it off because somebody that you just gave one is out there on the corner trying to sell it.
Yeah.
That fast.
That fast.
Comes to get their free clinical health.
Everybody deserves good health care.
Friendship type thing, and That's when the old saying come in, birds of a feather, flocks together, okay? Like, you might be homeless out here with this person, but if I know that these people over here are drinking and doing drugs, they are not looking for the same thing I'm looking for, so I'm not gonna hang around them. I wanna hang around with the person who's like on the bus trying to find a job or who's actually trying to do something. That's the people that you got to watch out for, you know what I'm saying, instead of just being friends with anybody. I don't usually like get into groups, but this right here is kind of like, it motivates me. 2 hours of this right here out of a day feels like I done something positive for my day. If I go out here and do something else, the rest of the day may be wrong. At least I sit in a class for 2 hours, I've done something positive, and that makes you feel better about yourself.
Help the bridge, okay? Yeah. Get a good view of it. We're now turning back into the RC.
And a lot of times you feel like, okay, I've been homeless and most people haven't experienced that. I can't discuss that with them because they're going to have their stereotypes and they're going to look down at me. But here amongst, everybody here, I feel more comfortable talking because I'm just me. I'm no better. I'm right here with you. So it's more comfortable. The friendships are more sincere, I think. There's less secrets because
You're really helping me to keep focused. Because I could be out there like on the corner right now, with a 40 ounce in my hand for the rest of the fellas. But I chose to get up in the morning and walk all the way from my little apartment all the way through town and come up here.
Can you just kind of run through the services someone could access if they come to the center?
Okay, we have two different nurses. One's a mental health nurse, which is Nurse Gregory. Then we have a regular nurse, which is Nurse Dottie. Certain days of the week they'll be here. We also offer laundry, showers. Sometimes we even let them sleep here if they need to sleep here during the day. Depends on the circumstance of what it is. We also have case management. Let me see what else we have. We have referrals for clothing, food, job skills. Yeah, I forgot about the job skills. Alcohol Anonymous, Drug Anonymous, computer lab. Yep.
Let's go, guys! Let's go! Tempo! Let's go! Yeah! Come on, Tempo! Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Go hard, boys! Whoa!
Interactions are learned through the interactions and exchanges of information. I think silent interactions, such as body language, are the most important since we've been using it since we were born. Different types of eye contact, movements, and gestures have been and always will be relevant and important because people don't always verbalize how they feel or what they are thinking. Most interactions are almost second nature and we don't even know we do it. When you're in the boat, the only verbal interactions you have is with the coxswain, which is in the front of the boat, and they're the only ones speaking. So everyone else in the boat uses muscle memory that we learn from practicing with each other, and we kind of just expect the person in front and in back of us to do what we're supposed to do and swing with each other so the boat keeps going forward. If you misread each other's signals or you misread how the person in front of you is rowing, then the boat will go off and start to wobble, and that's not good because then your oars won't hit the water correctly and the boat will be thrown off rhythm, and when the boat's thrown off rhythm you can't go forward with speed and you'll end up losing the race.
so beautiful. And I tell her every day. Oh, I know. When she compliment me, she won't believe me. It's so such a thing that she don't see what I see. And every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. The way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. The way you are. The way you are. 'Cause you're amazing.
Could you jump off?
Just the way you are. Just the way you are. That was it. That was it. Oh.
I don't know how to stop it. Are you serious?
It says click it again.
Ya que ha empezado el buen tiempo, también es muy bueno ejercitarse, tratar de tomar el aire puro, tener contacto con la naturaleza, distraerse viendo el paisaje, las personas haciendo ejercicio, relajarse un poco, también darse cuenta uno que nada es imposible cuando tienes iniciativa para empezar a ejercitarte, que es muy importante para la salud, y a la vez compartir momentos con otras personas, amigos, tratar de tomar el aire puro, lo más importante, ¿no?, para su persona, distraerse viendo el paisaje tan bonito que tiene el museo y todos sus alrededores.
Hi, my name is Luis Melendez, and I am North Square Garden. These are the stores. This is my grandma's house. Take a good picture of it. Look at the whole mural. Believe it or not, I did this part right here. Just the part. I couldn't do none of that. And what I'm holding in my hand is a pen that looks like a pencil. And what you do is right here, you take it apart, and you can put it right back in. Take it apart, you can put it right back in. These gardens were found early in like the 1980s. And the people that brought this garden together in this community to make this, they're called Grupo de Motivos. And the whole story started when this was just an empty lot. Like, it was so ugly, and together people would dump their trash and people would do drugs, and they didn't want this, so they said stop, let's get together and make a community garden. And this became. This was made from Iris Brown, Tomasita, Iris, my grandma, and a bunch of other ladies. And these are many other people's plots. Yeah. And they had their names, I will tell you. Right here. And right here, these are fig trees. And these are figs. When they turn like purpley, I will eat them. And this is a Puerto Rico house. It is to remind people of Puerto Rico. This is the Puerto Rico house. This is all that we've made to make it more realistic as Puerto Rico. Right here would be kitchen, where would they make coconut juice or coffee grinds. And over here is where they used to sleep in. It's kind of creepy, so you could go in. I'm not going in. So like if we have a fiesta or when the bomba groups come together to perform, they roast a pig. Yes. The hen and the rooster. I'm sorry you can't see eggs because they're old enough and they won't produce eggs anymore. But we still love them, so we kept them. Right here is the place where the plots used to be. And the reason that the plots are gone because of this. And right here, these little stones are what they wanted to put for what they used to make this garden. It was honesty, it was strength, it was joy. And that's what I had to say about Nourishment Garden.
This is a story that started on the other side of the globe and ended up right here. This is a story with roots in a tiny, dingy apartment that sprouted in these hallowed halls. This is a story of ruthless oppression that later hears the bells of freedom. But this story has a long way to go as she grows, as she learns, as she prays.
I feel supported when my friends are around. They make me feel better, and they support me a lot. Always watch out for what's going to happen because anything can happen on the streets.
I feel supported when my friends back me up when I'm getting bullied.
Hey, Jesse. Hey, Ari. What you been doing? I've been getting bullied in school. Well, I'll help you next time, okay? Sure. I'll meet you at school tomorrow, okay?
What's unique about my neighborhood is that it has a lot of good things in it, but others portray it as a bad place. Everybody says that my neighborhood is violent and that there's a shooting every minute, but that's not true. There's a good people and good places to go to. Like, there's many malls, good hangout spots, basketball courts all over the place. And what's unique about me is my personality, because I'm different. I don't like following other people. I like wearing what I want to wear, what I think I like, and what I think is nice. I see myself as different because I do me. I don't think about other people, what they say about me, or I don't care what they say about me. I feel that I'm a good person, and if you get to know me, you'll like me.
Hi, my name is Shaylin. This is the best night of my ever night, and this is the best night I've ever had. I didn't have to be in a rush like at the carnival, but at the carnival it's kind of a little creepy because you have to get on like these funny rides, and it's scary and all. So I like this one better, and I got married. Thank you. My name is Shaylin.
At the carnival. No, it's on. I don't like the pistol paint. Okay, you're up.
Hi, my name is Kendall, and this is the best night I ever had. It's kind of like the shore, but the shore is a lot more crowded. But this is the best night of my life. My name is Kendall, and thank you. And I got married. Bye.
It looks like we're at Halloween with all the lights and all.